Alright, so I'm going kind of crazy right now. I got people all up in my face like, you ain't living together. You don't know what you talking about. You just making this stuff up, man. I ain't making this up. This is real. This is my life. This is how I live. You don't like it? I don't care. But this, what is this? The stories from the suburbs, whatever that is, this junk needs to stop because you don't even know how I'm living, alright? So back up off me. Anyway, like I said, I'm about to get back to my story. Alright, so like I was telling my girl Rose, I was talking to her earlier the other day, and we were just talking about this thing. I was all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, hold up! All right, listen up! All right." I was walking down the street, right, as usual, walking down the street, right. So I'm just chilling. I see some dude laying on the ground. I'm like, "Dude, hey, you all right?" He's like, I'm like, "Dude, hey, are you okay?" He's like, man, I need some money. I'm kind of out of it, as you can tell. And I couldn't tell because he was, well, actually I could tell, but his eyes were kind of like this, and he was like tripping out. And I was like, "Dude, are you all right?" He's like, "Oh man," and then I picked him up, right? All of a sudden he goes, "I'm good, man. What's up, dog?" Now, see, I would have said something, but he had his tooth hanging from a tendon in his mouth. It was hanging like this, like a little rickety slide. You know those little teeter-totters? You go back and forth, back and forth? Well, no, never mind. Scratch that. You know those little pendulums where like the clock is like ticking? It's like this, like that. His tooth was hanging. He's like, "Hey, my name is Willie Jenkins." And I'm like, "Lord have mercy, what is this?" He's like, "Hey, all right, so listen up, man. I saw you. I was laying on the ground. I know it's kind of deceitful and all that, but I saw you and I just thought you had some money you could give me." And I was like, "Man, look at me. Do I look like I have money? I'm living exactly where you are living." And he's like, "Where are we living? This is the ghetto." He's like, "Oh, well, I ain't got no house, so man, I need some money. You gotta have something." And I was like, all right. Hold up. I'll check my pockets. Check my pockets. I pulled out pen. I pulled out some chapstick, and I pulled out a speed stick. You know what this fool tries to do? He tries to take the speed stick and chapstick. I'm like, "No, that ain't happening, man, because I'm a stank if I ain't got that. And my lips will dry up like, and I'll be tore up if I don't have this." So I was like, "Nah, man, I ain't gonna do that for you." And he was tripping hard. Next thing I know, he sprints down the street. I'm like, "Fool, what you sprinting for? Why you sprinting?" He's like, "Man, that's the other crew. That's the other crew. We gotta get out of here." I turn and look, and I kid you not, I see 5 hobos walking like they in some kind of gang, doing a little slow motion walk, like. And I was like, "Fool, what is this?" Like, "Man, we the trash tippers." And I'm like, "Wait, hold up. The trash tippers?" He's like, "Yeah, we the trash tippers and we just raided your dumpster." I looked at my trash can, right? It's all empty. I had like 2 pairs of shoes and like a pair of flip-flops in there. That's all I had in my trash, man. I ain't had nothing worth going for, but they went in there anyway. Now, see, I didn't care that they tipped over my trash. What I cared about was what to mess with my property. You don't mess with my property. You don't mess with anything that I own. Because if you do, you will get tore up, ultimately destroyed. But anyway, so I'm talking to the trash tippers, and the other homie comes up. He's like, "Hey, man, it's Willie Jenkins." They're all giving this nasty look, like, and when I say nasty look, I don't mean like this. I mean like he did something where he just shot somebody, and then they just went straight up after him, started punching him in the mouth, everything. And you know what the craziest thing was? The craziest thing was his tooth was swinging all over the place, but it did not come out. And I was like, "Dude, that is ridiculous." But anyway, so I was watching 5 hobos beat up this one hobo, and I was like, "Dude, I am not doing this. I must be tripping out because this is not real." There was a gang sitting in front of me called the Trash Tippers, tearing up some guy named Willie Jenkins in the middle of my street. This is not happening, you know. So you know what I did? I left. I was gone. I didn't mess with that. You don't mess with no hobos in some whatever gang war, man. They go crazy for that. Go crazy over a piece of a Tootsie Roll. I'm not gonna mess with that. I'm not getting in it. So I was gone. Went home, chilled, had some ramen, did my thing. Me and Mr. Jones chilled, watched some movies, had some popcorn, of course. We got the popcorn, bilingual popcorn, butter in Spanish and English. That's how we do it. Me and Mr. Jones are chilling, all right? So heat us up, let us know, and everything like that. Hey, so we is chilling like a villain, and you better not be on that penicillin because I be repping the ceiling. So catch you back, man. Peace.